I recently moved my entire sample library to a new hard drive, and now my Media Explorer databases won't connect to any of the files. Here's how I'm going to fix it. So, quick recap of what a Media Explorer database is. Within Reaper's Media Explorer, we have the option of doing databases where we can have a collection of files that exist in various places throughout your hard drives, on your system, and even on your network if you want. And you can just have everything as if it's like a saved search result with all the metadata and all this stuff, and you can add tags and things like that. You can sort things into collections, essentially. Nothing actually gets moved. It's just a database referencing files on the drive. And as you can see here, if I click on something, normally it would play, and if I press play, nothing happens because these files are no longer linked to their correct location. They were in the my user music folder / sample library. Now they're on a dedicated drive called sample library. Within Reaper, there are options like scan database for new files, remove missing files from database, scan all databases for files. We actually don't want to do this in this situation because all the things are there, they're on the system. We want to keep our database as it is, but we just have to change one file path in several different files to make this work. So I don't want to lose any of my databases as they are here, and I've got about 10 or so. So here's how I'm going to fix it. I'm going to go to the options menu, then show Reaper resource path in Explorer/Finder. And then I'm going to quit Reaper. The Reaper resources folder where all the things related to Reaper are saved, and the MediaDB folder is where my 12 database files in here. I'm actually going to use an app called Sublime Text, and this is a cross-platform Linux, Mac, Windows text editor. It's great for coding, lots of extensions and things for it, and it's free. That's what I'm going to use. I have it running here. I can take one of these files and drop it into Sublime Text, and it loads that up. And I can see that this is just a list of files, just a huge list of files. Basically, Reaper just lists the path of where that file is. So I want to take this path here, users, Reaper blog, music. That's the old location, and pretty sure everything in here is going to have that at the start. And I'm going to replace this. So there's a find function and a replace function. So let's do replace. I'm going to take that user/Reaper blog/music, my old location, and find my new location, which is going to be under sample library. On Mac, I can right-click on the name of the folder, copy as path name, and then I can paste that in. So now users/Reaper blog/music will be replaced with /volume/sample library, and then another / and let's replace all. Instantly, that replaces it. I press Command S to save, and I can close. There's only 12 database files in my collection. Essentially, that's it. Just repeat for each of the databases. But there is actually a faster way with Sublime Text, and one of the reasons I really like this. There's actually a batch process for this. Go to the Find menu, then Find in Files. Here, we've got users/Reaper blog music that's finding that original phrase where applications/Reaper media/MediaDB, that's my Reaper media database folder, and then replacing it with that text string that we had before, /volume/sample library. Use whatever your new location for your sample library is, and then replace. And then I think there's a pop-up window that's hidden here. I'll just hit enter. So this loads in all those files. I can check the results and make sure that they're right. This one maybe not actually done right. This one looks correct. So I can hit save on this one and then close it. This one unfortunately came up with an additional error. So we're going to replace this. So where it says volume/sample library/sample library, we're going to replace this with volume/sample library. All right, so I've gone through and verified all of those files. They seem to be correct. And now let's go over to Reaper again and check that this worked. So I'm going to bring up the Media Explorer, And these databases, seem to work now. And that's what I like to see. Yep. So there's still a few manual steps. You got to check everything. You got to hit save a couple times, but it's still much faster than, I don't know, rebuilding the entire database from scratch. So hopefully this has been helpful. This is something that I need to do once or twice a year whenever I'm changing computers, whenever I move my databases from one computer to another, between Mac and Windows. Even if the sample library contents is the same, the paths are going to be different. And yeah, so this is what I find to be the fastest way to do it. Hopefully this has been helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Support the Reaper blog through Patreon and visit reaperblog.net for a lot more tutorials.